between the #1 Florida Gators and the #2 Georgia Southern Eagles. Um, it's going to be a huge SEC matchup. Any thoughts, Chewy?
They're both powerhouses. That's plain and simple. It's gonna be a back and forth game, and it's gonna be fun to watch.
That should be a fun one. We have Hale State, I think, on the sideline. Hale State, what sideline are you going to be on tonight?
Both.
Both, okay. Did you talk to any of the coaching staffs before this game and what their expectations are?
Expectations going into this is to win. Really.
Riveting sideline reporting there. Alrighty, so we've got the Georgia Southern Eagles in blue helmets, blue tops, white pants, and Florida is in... I don't know. Probably all whites, I assume. No. Orange helmets, white tops, blue pants. So we will see here who has a kickoff. And Florida will be kicking off here to Georgia Southern. Do not worry about the overall. Florida's doing something weird with his team where he's trying to lower his overall by 10 points, so it's pretty evenly matched. Yeah, well, I didn't say it. We got a kickoff into the end zone. We'll be fair catching it, taking out to the 25-yard line. Alrighty, here we go on first down. We're still not picking a play on defense here. Oh, my bad. My bad.
God damn, look at all the stars.
Yeah, this is a star-weighted field here. I don't think I see one non-star on the offensive side of the ball. We got Sosa here for an 8-yard carry to start the game. Ooh, and we got a timeout. Florida did not like...
I think what he's doing, he's got to split up some players.
Oh, he doesn't even care. He's putting in subs. That's how much he respects Georgia Southern, that he could play as backups.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
We got
Same time, he must know something, knowing that he could play his backups and they'll probably still be just as good, if not better.
Yeah, I think he played his backups last week and forgot maybe to switch him back. But Georgia Southern's coming down in a no-huddle offense here. Kind of catching maybe Florida off guard, and it does not.
It doesn't work there.
That was John Rich. I believe he had the Heisman last year. He's had a off season this year, but he still shows up in big-time games for the Florida defense.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
And we come out in the Wild Eagle, something that Sauce is known for, and it's a right up the middle with Sosa, and he jukes, and more jukes for a 7-yard gain here, bringing up a 3rd and 3. And another no-huddle.
I wonder if maybe Sauce sees something with the defense. That's why he's pushing the no-huddle.
And here it is again. And the thing with the Wildcats...
Yeah, see how he's got Tony Sosa lined up behind the center? Yeah, that's what he's seeing. He's not going to pass the ball.
Yeah, Florida's going to have to get out of this...
3-3-5.
Yeah. I feel like he runs it a lot, but he's just giving up the middle right now to the Georgia Southern rushing attack.
that defense think? Are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that previous play.
Now he switched it up.
Go 2 wide on the very hour. 4 wide outs, wide sets here, and it's a run. I don't know which running back that is. I think it's this freshman. Yeah, that's a freshman from Nevada, Francis Paris, with the carry. It was a good 10-yard carry on his first carry of the day. We got a man in motion here, and he's back. And it's Tony Sosa to the outside. He has room, shifty, and he gets a 9.5-yard gain.
This defensive coordinator makes some adjustments. His back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
And the Florida defense is still making substitutions.
And the Eagles are
Come out of the wild eagle again, but this is the power formation. So run up the middle again, and he picks it up. First down, Eagles. I think that was Fast Eddie on the tackle here for Florida. A gang tackle, but I think he might have been the first one there.
And the Eagles begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Comes out in the Wildcat formation again, this time with Buster Cherry as quarterback.
Let's see if he actually passes. Oh, he's going to be passing here, I believe. Oh, no. Same with the
handoff and stuff for a 1-yard gain. If Sauce wanted to, Tony Sosa could have every Heisman that he wanted, but it's pretty relaxed with his guys. Takes them out after halftime. Doesn't run up the scores with the starters. Gives his 5th string some time every game. So got the option out here to the right. Pitches out to the freshman.
GSU Classic.
Yeah, that was what he was known for before he moved to the Wild Eagles, so you still have to have that in your back pocket. Now to run up the middle and stuff, bringing up a huge 4th and 1.
He's going to go for it. You know, you got to stack that box right now.
Yeah, the thing with this Florida defense, and it's the option, and he gets it out for a first down. The thing with this Florida defense is they do have this looping blitz that can create a lot of havoc, and we haven't really seen it tonight. So Georgia Southern's been doing a pretty good job of getting the ball out, running the ball so that blitz doesn't eat up his offensive line. Come out here in the power Wild Eagle.
Which way do you think it's going to go?
I think it's going to go Sosa. And he gets stuffed for a 2-yard loss. Ernest Thomas again with the tackle. Has 28 career sacks, so creates a bunch of pressure on the quarterback. Got Buster Cherry here in the backfield, 4 wide, all stars.
Tired on the field.
And it's a pass over the middle, touchdown. I don't know who that is. I think it might be Rob. I don't know if he's still there. Oh no, Wolf. Wolf with the catch. That was a really impressive drive there by the Georgia Southern Eagles. Didn't really get stopped. Florida's going to have to figure out something there to slow down that rushing attack.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25.
Yeah, we got Mac Miller, a freshman running back out of Florida, starting for the Florida Gators. He's a speed demon. He just picked up a shifty badge, so he's going to be pretty elusive to tackle, and I think he might be giving the Georgia Southern Eagles some fits all day. Got O'Malley in the back with him, and it's a direct snap, and does not get to the corner. Barry DeSoto. Oh no, that wasn't Barry DeSoto. Bland with the tackle.
I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the back.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a
All right, we got 3 wide to the field side here. Flipping of the defense, and it's a pitch to the outside, and a good 5-yard gain there. Got 3rd and 6 here, started the second quarter. It's a pretty big drive here for Florida to match the opening drive of the Georgia Southern Eagles. I know Sauce has been looking to whatever his name is, Big Slime Sauce. He's been looking forward to this game. Yeah, he's been looking forward to this game all year. He's been had it circled on the calendar. And Florida gets the first down.
I think this is where Florida might be better at it. He's going to be able to pass. I think he's going to be able to move the ball more passing.
Yeah, Florida does have a, I would say a more prolific passing attack, but Georgia Southern's no slouch in the passing game either. And so RPO to the outside, and number 7, probably the only star not on the field, but huge gain down the sideline. The thing you'll have to look from Picola is the run pass options. He likes using them, and I know firsthand when he went for 4th and 24 with one and picked it up. So O'Malley here. And it's a pitch to the outside again, and number 98 blew that play up. He didn't make the tackle, but
had the right pancake with the lineman. The 88 was just there where it needed to be.
Yeah, that guy's made 2 big plays on first down so far.
second down play coming up.
Georgia Southern's home field might only contain 15,000 people, but it is a loud stadium. That's a
26,000.
I knew he would say something.
For all those championships that he's won, you figure they put some money into the stadium, but still looks like a high school stadium.
He puts it into the NIL for his players. So we got a big 3rd and 7 here. I don't think Georgia Southern has one guy on his team that's not a star. Changing up the play, we'll see if it allows him RPO to the tight end, and he gets it for a first down.
First down and some change.
That's a Bubba Gump with a catch. That's only his 12th catch on the year.
Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Gators are in the red zone now. Handoff to the right side.
Run to the outside, and he cuts it back for a 1-yard gain. He tried to do the Penn State, and he just doesn't have the athletes to do it.
offenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Again, this game is moving pretty quick. We're already down to 2:19 left in the first half. Each team has only touched the ball once, so time-consuming drives here for both teams. Got Georgia Southern making an adjustment. And it looks like Florida's going to take this down to the 2-minute timeout.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line.
2nd and 9, drops back, has the tight end again, Gump, and he breaks a tackle for a first down. We got Georgia Southern calling the timeout here. He's trying to keep as much time on the clock for him.
First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? The offense with some pre-snap motion.
It's a direct snap to the running back, and Mac Miller with a touchdown. What an answer by the Florida Gators.
Now he's got to stop him. He's got 2 minutes left.
And plenty of time for Sauce to go down there and score another touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner elects to fair catch.
And we got a fair catch. Alright, so we got first down here, minute 50 on the clock. I believe, if I remember right, yeah, Florida gets the ball out of halftime, so this is a crucial drive here for the Georgia Southern Eagles. Comes out in an empty backfield, makes an adjustment. Another adjustment. And needs a flag.
On the field.
Delay of game. Did too many adjustments. All right, coming out in 5 wide again here. Empty backfield for Buster Cherry, and it's a man in motion. It's a jet pass, and oh, he ran into the guy. That was Paris. I think that was the running back playing a wide receiver in the slot there. Go Duddle, no huddle here. 2nd and 13, 1 minute 40 on the clock. The clock is running. And it's a deep pass to Jet Thomas, and it's intercepted by number 21. That was a scouting, that was a shifty shell shock with the interception. That was a scouting report interception. It looked like he knew that at some point that Georgia Southern was going to take that deep shot to Jet Thomas, and he kind of baited him into it. So now Georgia Southern's got to answer here and get the stop before the halftime. It's a play action pass and to the outside.
I think he would have had circle all the way out there.
Yeah.
He was wide open.
And we got a 1-yard catch here by John Wayne, the tight end.
The clock's still rolling too.
And we know that this Florida Gator team does not know how to kick field goals, so I don't know what the actual line of target is for this Florida Gator defense or offense. It's a run here, and it's a run to the outside, and he's stopped. Georgia Southern calls a timeout here. Top passing touchdown leaders this year is Holiday from Penn State with 84, and the next closest Amani Nix from South Carolina with 48. So Penn State is throwing the ball like no other. Even though when he plays a real person, he runs it like no other. So keeping his guys fresh.
I was gonna say helps with keeping those guys up, right? Or he's sending those running backs out for receiving.
Yeah, he could be doing that too. All right, we got here stacked formation, and Florida calls timeout. Did not like the look.
I don't think he liked what he saw.
There's a big 3rd and 9 here. Probably needs to convert it. Try not to give Georgia Southern offense the ball back. It does come out in a different formation. 3-by-1 set here. And snap out to the running back, who does not break the tackle. Gets stopped at 4th and 3. Another timeout by the Georgia Southern Eagles.
He punts it? You think he's
no.
Go for it?
He will go for this. He does not punt the football. He has all the confidence in the world in his defense to bow up here if he does not get the first down.
Offense going for it inside their own 40.
Running tight on those receivers on the left side.
And safety over the top there, and he gets. Oh, he's open. Oh, he went to that guy.
Overthrew it.
Overthrew it. He had 2 guys open, and he overthrew both. That Florida coach is probably steaming on the sideline right now. We'll have to talk to Hill State here at halftime and get the Florida coach's reaction after that play. Now it's the defense's turn to make a stop again.
Georgia Southern's offense retakes the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick.
Ooh, false start on the right tackle.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Just overthrew him by about 3.5 yards.
Yeah. And against Georgia Southern, you just cannot have those happen. They tend to pounce on any mistake that your team has, so I expect them to go down here and try to score a touchdown. Ooh, and it's intercepted again by 21.
See if he can return it.
And he does not, but what a play by 21.
Where he started.
Shifty Shell Shock has had Buster Cherry's number. That is 2 interceptions by the free safety out of Florida.
Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And he's doing the Florida chomp on the sideline there. Got 3 wide here. See how aggressive the Florida offense is, and it's a run with QB, and he gets out for a first down and gets out of bounds. After that play, I assume this Florida Gator team will put it into aggressive mode here.
The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra.
O'Malley making some adjustments on the line of scrimmage, and it's snapped. Rolls for throws it right, and he's caught it. First down again by Bubba Gump. That's his 4th catch already today. Only came into the season with 12 catches, and looks like Florida has found a little mismatch here with the tight end. It's one thing with this Florida offense is you got to watch those deep crossing routes, deep outs. They're pretty lethal about hitting those in between the safeties and the corners. And here we go, first down. And he gets undercut there. 2nd and 2, 30 seconds on the clock. Clock is rolling.
Just a quick job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Now it's 2nd down here.
Go 4 wide here.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here.
And he's sacked by number 97. I think he was Sal Pope out of Florida. I think he was looking for his 2nd receiver, and he just got tied up at the line of scrimmage with the defensive back, and he just couldn't get off of him. Again, same formation it looks like here for Florida. He does a different play, and it's over the middle, and it's a caught by number 4. I think it's Mac Miller, their running back.
And his running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of
I'm going to need to ask P how he puts his running back at that formation, because I've tried, and I don't know how to do it. So.
PAT puts him in front by 7.
What a play. 5 seconds left in the half here.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break.
We'll look to see if Georgia Southern here can take a shot. They know that Florida gets the ball at half, so I know 5 seconds is pretty big ask for this offense, but we'll see what they can do here. And we got the wide stack formation here. 2 seconds on the play clock. I don't know if he'll get this off. Nope, he does not. Another delay game by Buster Cherry. That's the 2nd one of the day. Buster Cherry is not having a great performance so far. 2 interceptions, 2 delayed games. Seems rattled a little bit by this Florida defense. Oh, we're coming out of an onside. I don't know what happened.
Team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Trying an onside to start the 3rd with the lead. It's, I guess, a bold strategy.
I have no
Now
clue.
we'll see if it comes back to bite him.
Georgia Southern there tried to sneak in an onside kick to start the 3rd quarter. Florida's running 31 with the running handoff, and it's an 8-yard gain on 1st down. And he goes no huddle. Like what he saw there. It looks like he's flipping the formation. And it's a false start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Looked like the noise level there of the Georgia Southern fans got to the Florida offense.
Here's the 2nd down play.
Handoff out wide to Mac Miller, and he breaks the tackle. Gets another 6-yard carry for a 1st down. Mac Miller's not had his normal game running the ball. He's only had 6 carries for 15 yards, but he did catch that touchdown at the end of the 1st half to kind of make up for his poor rushing performance. So another handoff here. He's got the speed to the outside. Ralph, I think that was Leo Jamison trying to make the tackle. It's another huge carry. It got out at the 11-yard line. Well, 1st and 10 from the 11. 10.5. Now he looks back to pass. Has the tight end up again. And it's a touchdown. Florida takes a 2-possession lead. Bubba Gump with 5 catches for 72 yards and a touchdown. What's the, we'll go to Hill State here. What's the sideline on the Georgia Southern sounding like right now after that touchdown by Florida?
It's kind of silent. The Eagles have been punched in the mouth here at home, and it'll be interesting to see if Coach Sauce can get a response.
Good insight there. Good insight by the sideline reporter hailing from Hill State. All right, this is a huge drive for Georgia Southern. I think they got to get back to that run game that they had in that first drive and let Tony Sosa just pound the rock.
And here comes the Eagles offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can
Buster Cherry comes out flanked by Tony Sosa to his right. Got a man in motion, he's sent back. It's another pass here to Buster Cherry. And Florida's defensive line was all over that. Mike Fisk with the pressure. It's the first time that Florida's really got in there with that loop blitz, and it threw this Georgia Southern offense for a loop.
makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive
2nd and 10 here. Hands it off to Tony Sosa when stuffed at the line of scrimmage. He'll bring up a 3rd and 8. Almost looked like he slipped before the D lineman tackled him. All right, we come out in 3-by-1 here. Tony Sosa in the backfield. Mr. Cherry making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. He sits back and goes deep, and he's got the corner out. McGinnis with the catch. And goes back to his no huddle that worked in that first drive. Moves Tony Sosa out to the slot here. Brings out 5 wide. That's a pass here. Drops way deep. It has the McGinnis again. I could win this McGinnis. Looks like Alrighty. Oh, no huddle again here by the Georgia Southern Eagles. It's a handoff to Tony Sosa. Gets out wide. Minimal 4-yard gain.
Second down after that run.
Georgia Southern comes out in the unbalanced formation here. With Buster Cherry as the quarterback and sends his running back in motion. It's a jet sweep pass to the freshman and goes for a couple-yard gain. Yeah, it's battle of the quarterbacks today. O'Malley is definitely outperforming Buster Cherry. Would not have saw that coming into this game. 3rd down here over the middle. That's Jet Thomas with the catch. First big impact catch by Thomas today. Buster Cherry hurrying to the line, gives it to the running back. Cuts up the field. Ooh, and Ernest Thomas for Florida. Injured on the play, holding his wrist.
Second down and goal.
Come out of the jumbo eagle here. Tony Sosa's the quarterback.
Little eye candy here from the offense.
Sends his tight end in motion and sends him back. run up the middle. Tony Sosa's stuffed at the 2-yard line. Brings up a huge 3rd and goal here. We got a bruised hand for Ernest Thomas, the strong safety. That was Fast Eddie on the tackle.
They line up on 3rd and goal. Got to think this is 4-down territory, down multiple scores.
Got a bunch formation up here to the left side. Buster Cherry, it's 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Switching the play up a little bit. The Florida Gator guy is dancing, and it's an option, and Buster Cherry takes it. No contest there. Touchdown, Eagles. Brings it into a 7-point game, pending the extra point. And that kick makes it 21, Florida 14, Georgia Southern with 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Looks like Buffalo is up in the 3rd quarter, 21-7 over Army. What do you expect here, Chewy, out of the Florida offense? Do you think he still keeps it fast-paced, or do you think he tries to wind this clock a little bit?
I think he's going to mix it up. I think he's going to chew some clock, and then as well, I think the big goal for him is to score. To get that 2-possession lead, making it kind of come down to the GSU, trying to get the ball back, maybe use some of these.
And it's a draw by Mac Miller. That's a first down. Oh. 9.5 yard carry on first down.
9 7/8.
We got 33 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, with the clock is ticking here.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. And they'll give it to the back.
Got a handoff inside here, and it's another huge gain. Got 10 seconds, and I would not expect Florida here to run a play. All right, head of the 4th quarter, like Georgia Southern Eagles coach would say, put your 4s up.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
All right, O'Malley here making some adjustments. It's a pass play on first down. He has the guy wide, and it's intercepted.
Oh, he's picked.
That is the one thing that he couldn't do. He had him, but again, Sauce's speed here on the defense. You might have him for 1 second, but his guys have very quick recovering speed. That was George Godwin with the interception out of Georgia. Now let's see if this defense for Florida can make a stand again.
It's gonna have to.
Here comes the
Georgia Southern comes out in this slide wide formation that they've been running quite a bit tonight. Man in motion here. It's a jet sweep pass to Perez, and gets the corner with a spin move, and he breaks the tackle. Another spin move, and he's down to the 32-yard line. And here comes that no-huddle offense by the Georgia Southern Eagles.
Now, if they score, do you think he's going to go for 2 to try to push it?
Oh, it's Jet Thomas with a touchdown. I do not think, with how much time's left on the clock, I do not believe Georgia Southern will go for 2 here. There was maybe less time on maybe like a minute left, possibly, but with 4 minutes left, Jet Thomas, again, 2 catches, 48 yards today, and that was his first touchdown of the game. Finally made a big impact. Lester Cherry's been trying, Lester Cherry's been trying to hit him all night on that deep ball, and it finally hit. So yeah, we got 21-21, 4:28 left in the fourth quarter. Florida receiving the ball here.
It's a new game now.
Mac Miller leaves it, and it will be brought out to the 25-yard line with. I think Florida found some rushing success there. I think they've got to try to go back to that or do the short passes. The deep passes, I guess, haven't really, maybe it hit once, but I think they've been doing a lot better on like the deep crosses instead of over the middle there. Comes out in a bunch formation to the right side. Malley changing the play. The stadium pulse is pretty quiet right now for it being a fourth quarter tie ball game. Again, another 7-yard carry on first down by, I don't know his first name, but Hogan out of Georgia.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
All right, O'Malley accompanied in the backfield by Mac Miller. Got 4 minutes on the clock with the clock running here. O'Malley hands it off to Mac Miller for a first down, and we got an offensive lineman down, which I do know that this offensive line is very thin. They lost a couple starters early in the year to season-ending injuries, so Florida cannot take too many injuries on this offensive line.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
All right, we come out here in 2-by-1 set here.
There's the snap. They'll set up the throw.
And O'Malley with the deep throw, and he doesn't get it away. Brings up a 2nd and 10 with 3:49 left on the clock. O'Malley's had a pretty good day today, 11 for 14, 151 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion.
All right, got 2nd and 10 here. Florida making some adjustments to their routes, it looks like. O'Malley drops back, and I believe this might be coming back for holding.
Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field.
And it is. Willie Fort gets caught after a big play by the Florida offense. Again, this Florida offense, you just can't have that again.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
We got a bunch set here. Snaps it, and he's got the Zigger out, and a 12-yard catch here on 2nd down brings up a 3rd and 8. That was caught by Nick Cariball, the 2nd catch of the day out of Louisiana, sophomore. And I do not think that P will be punting this ball, so I think he's got 2 downs to get 8 yards. All right, comes out in a three wide set here. He snaps it back. Running back's wide open out of the backfield. And Mac Miller gets down to the 49.5 yard line for a first down. with 3 minutes left on the clock, with the clock running.
That's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
And the Gators pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. He hands it to the back.
It's a handoff. Oh, and it's a outside handoff. Kind of fooled the safety for Georgia Southern. He went on the outside. Deuce Hogan with a huge gain on first down, 11 yards for another first down. Got 2:47 left. The clock did stop there. Florida making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. And it's a duo up the middle, but McMillan needs stuff for a 1-yard gain. I think at this point of the game, you gotta be kind of working that clock, because you can't give this Georgia Southern offense much time to try to respond. I know P doesn't like kicking field goals, but I feel like you almost need to just run the ball and get it down to the 2-minute timeout, and then maybe get one more first down, and then we'll try to kick that game-winning field goal. It's an RPO to the outside with a catch by number 7, and he gets the first down to the 20, and he stays in bounds with the clock rolling. Should take us to the 2-minute timeout here. And that does bring us down to the 2-minute timeout. We got a 1st and 10 here coming up from the 20-yard line for Florida. I'd expect them to try to run the ball or keep short passes, drain the clock, and maybe Georgia Southern look to take those timeouts that they've got and try to give that offense as much time as they possibly can.
The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go again. 2 wide, a 2-by-1 set. Handoff, and he's stuffed this time, Hogan, and Georgia Southern does take the timeout. Looking at the top interceptions, Webb from South Florida leads the league, and a stat you do not want to lead in.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
All right, we got 3 wide here for 2nd and 13, 1:58 on the clock. It's another handoff. I don't know which running back this is, but he goes for a touchdown. It looked like, oh, that was IU with the touchdown. It almost looked like Georgia Southern at the end let him score. Brings it 27-21, pending the PAT, 1:52 on the clock. And it's up and good. Brings us Florida 28, Georgia Southern 21. Georgia Southern has 2 timeouts left on the clock, so.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch.
All right, let's see if this Georgia Southern defense again can make one more stop. Or not Georgia Southern, Florida defense can make one more stop.
Georgia Southern's offense retakes the field now.
Buster Cherry here comes out in a 3-by-1 set. And it's a run to Tony Sosa. And he gets to the corner, and he jukes him, and he does get out of bounds at the 39-yard line. He goes no huddle here. Must have liked that formation. And it's another run to Sosa, and he stops and gets a 2-yard gain. The clock is rolling here, down to 1:30.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? from the shotgun, drops back.
He's passed over the middle. He's got him. And he does not score. Timeout, Florida. Wow. Georgia Southern was hoping he would get tackled, but it's risky business there.
At times, too, when you get tackled with the first 5, you got to be careful getting tackled forwards.
Yeah. I think Georgia Southern was going to go for 2. I think they were going to run the clock out, score a touchdown, and then go for 2 at the end of this game. But now with a minute 18 left, 2 timeouts for Florida. I don't know if they will, but we'll see here. We got Tony Sosa in the backfield, making some adjustments here. And it's a pass play, and Buster Cherry pulls out right, and he's sacked. Well, he gets a couple yard gain, but tackled in the backfield and pushed forward. And the clock is rolling down. We're down to under a minute on the clock. Now I assume we'll be going for 2 with this time if Georgia Southern scores. We got a man in motion here. Sees the run up the middle here, and it's a touchdown. Georgia Southern. Will he go for 2? And he does not. PAT is up and good, and we have 28-28, 37 seconds left in this game, and Florida has the ball. Unless something weird happens on this kickoff.
Florida's got a chance. Walk down the field, score a field
Miller
goal.
will be leaving that ball. All right. Like Sauce would say, big-time players make big-time plays. Let's see if Florida's got the big-time players. Buster Cherry, after that first half, has come back pretty strong in the second half and has led this Georgia Southern offense to this comeback so far. Florida comes out in a 2-by-2 set. It's a small adjustment at the line of scrimmage. And it's a hand up off the middle, and he is tackled for no gain. Well, 2-yard gain, and timeout, Florida. He tried to get a quick, little run in there, trying to sneak one in. It didn't. Georgia Southern was all over that one.
The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And then we got lag. Is it lagging on your screen?
Will keep it on the ground here. Just trucks the man. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
Is there a broadcaster right now?
Take over, Hell State.
Oh, shoot. Well, I've been
24 seconds left.
Into the spotlight here, the Georgia Southern Eagles have an opportunity to win this game in regulation after a quick 3 and out from the Florida Gators offense. Probably have to put it about 25, 30 yards till field goal range. God bless America. It's killing me. Alright. Play clock winding down. Cherry dropping back. Looking to throw. Going to the corner. He makes the grab. Now down to the 32-yard line, and that might put Georgia Southern in field goal range as here comes Turf. I'll let him take you the rest of the way.
Yeah, sorry about that. I do not know what happened. Alrighty. Georgia Southern, okay, at the 32-yard line, 10 seconds left in the game. They do have one timeout here. And it's completed over the middle. Timeout, Georgia Southern. 6 seconds left. Georgia Southern's taking no risk. They are coming out in the field goal formation.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. A chance for this kicker to almost certainly win the game in the final seconds.
And the kick is up, and it is good by the Georgia Southern Eagles to go up 3 with 3 seconds left in this game.
Everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Under the clutch kick to take the lead. Now they'll kick it away. The offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly.
Just a short kickoff to Mac Miller, and he lets it go, and it does get into the end zone. Okay, here we go. Florida comes out in a a 2-by-2 set here. See what they do here. 2 seconds left, and they do hike it. And it's a short pass, and it is not going to be enough. So final from Georgia Southern 31, Georgia Southern 28, Florida. Let's take it down to the winning head coach. Sauce, you got a copy.
Big Slime is here. 365. Hey, good game to Picola. That was a great game. I feel like I kind of stole it there at the end, but what a game! What a instant classic again with Picola.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on the final drive, but what did you tell your team going into that fourth quarter? Down by, I think you were down by 4 or 7 or 10 at some point.
Yeah, we just needed to stop on defense. Honestly, that was it. We needed to stop making mistakes offensively, and we've been down more times than I could count, and I feel like more times than not we come back and get them. Hard fought victory. Really just kind of, those 2 picks early in the first half put us behind, and we just kept grinding it out, making adjustments on defense. We got a big turnover there late, and we capitalized here at the end.
Anything else, Chewy, Hill State?
Wow.
Shout out to Washington.
Shout out to Booker T. Washington, whole West Side, Bullitt County.
West Side, District 4.
Long live freedom. Great bird.
Greenest grass in America.
Wow, okay.
It's a new era.
Grass and eat ass, right?
It's a new era.
Broadcast.
How does it feel to be the kings of the SEC again so far?
We know we still got an SEC title game. You know, this is just we're going to see this team again, in my opinion. Sorry, Turf, but we're going to see the Gators again in the SEC title, and it's going to have to be, you know, we're going to have to come out. We came out great, actually, first drive, whole first quarter. We're just going to have to just do better in the kind of the middle there in the second quarter.
Alrighty. Well, let's go over to the losing head coach. What a shock, loser. Piccola, what happened there in the fourth quarter?
We just threw too many picks. I don't know if we threw two or one or what, but it was a mistimely one. The one that really got us. It's hard to make any audibles or hot routes, I should say, when you're playing there, so kind of limited on what I could do.
Yeah, I think that key turning point for you that I saw was when you overthrew that receiver. I think it was what, third quarter, end of the second quarter. He was wide open. Touchdown. Yeah. What did you tell your quarterback there after that to try to get his head back in the game?
He got up to 99 throw power, and I'm not used to it, I guess.
Yeah, you might need to take the steroids off of him next game, but
yeah, I guess so.
So speaking of, I think you're 2 weeks. You go to Columbia, South Carolina for a big SEC matchup. Probably will be the number 2 South Carolina Gamecocks. What do you have in store for them?
Balducci, I heard, lost all his badges, so we're not worried about him no more. No, I'm just kidding. It should be a good game. I expect it to be a good game. But I think we found some things that we like, and we'll look to build on it.
Hail State, Chewy, anything for the loser?
Just gotta play better, Florida.
Yeah.
Stop throwing them damn picks.
I don't know if I threw 2 or 1. I can't even remember. But
it was just that one.
Just tell O'Malley if you throw a pick, you're gay.
Alright, okay.
Alrighty.
We're live.
Let's go back to the Georgia Southern.
Wow. That's my fault.
Coaching.
I gotta mute Hail State now. Jesus.
What's your outlook for the rest of the season here? What team do you want to play in the SEC title game, and who do you predict you'll see in the championship, national championship, if you get there?
Okay. SEC title, I expect to see Florida. Plain and simple. Maybe I'll see the Gamecocks, but it's likely going to be the Gators. And we'll look to get 6 in a row there. And we're going to hope that we could at least get to the title game before we have to play them a third time or have to play the Penn State Nittany Lions. But
alrighty,
we're not entitled to anything. We got to work for it. You know, it wasn't handed to us.
Alrighty. Well,
built different.
Alright, well.
Good game, little slime.
Hey.
Alrighty, before we get into
Big Slime 365.
Alrighty, so
the new era.
we got Turf here in the booth, Chewy, Hail State, and we're signing out here from Georgia Southern after a thrilling 31-28 victory. Everyone, have a good night.